Welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony. And with me, as always, the ever so effervescent, shiny, orange, Charlie Brown, pumpkin, amazing person. Yeah. Uh, Heather.
What? What kind of intro is that?
That is the
Hey.
best intro.
Hi guys, how is everybody doing out there? We are coming live from the studio and from my makeshift studio here. We are so glad that we're still able to join you guys every Thursday at 8. Please like, share, get everybody else hanging out with us because we want to have a conversation tonight. And we're hoping that you guys will join us. So, how is everybody doing out there? And how are you, Tony? Thank you for that lovely intro.
You're welcome. By the way, we're sounding great on Twitch. I hope you have YouTube because, yeah.
I do. I got YouTube going on.
So I think
Night's Wing says hello, and Candy says hello, family. We got a couple more people hanging out in chat.
sweet. So I
And
think I have all the sound
Night's Wing
problems figured
said doing pretty good.
out. I think I have all the sound problems figured out.
I hope so too. Can you guys hear me okay?
Because I did something a
Hopefully.
little different in hopes that that will work. And yeah, so there's that.
Oh, Jeremy's hanging out too. He says, "Hey peeps, continuing the man cave remodeling." Shout out to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Go ahead if you want to do the shout out because you mentioned it earlier. I don't
Yeah, it
wanna
was
steal your
great.
thunder.
It was great. He went on This Is My Brain. Shout out to that podcast. Yes, I'm a co-host, but it is a really cool show. It was great because he talked about voice, your voice, sound, and just he's doing what did he say, a 2 or 3 part? Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremy. 2 or 3 part series on sound, your voice, and all of the details in there, and he's really breaking down what the definition of it actually is. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's cool. He's going back to like the Greek and the Latin and the biblical stuff, and he threw in some of the like Noah Webster stuff, which I love Noah Webster. So yeah, it's really good stuff. After you listen to this show, go check out This Is My Brain because
There you go.
it's kick
Got
ass.
to throw that in there. Make sure that you listen to this show though and hang out with us, guys. We love you guys. We're so glad that you're able to join us.
Yep.
So we always ask, how is your week? How has your week been?
How has my week been?
Yeah.
I finally am pleased to report I finally conquered Narnia.
Oh, that is that's a big accomplishment, my friend.
6 days later.
That is crazy. Excuse me, everybody, if you see me looking down right now, I am adding the link so that other people can come and join us and talk with us tonight.
So yeah, I have to give a shout out to the lovely Candy. She helped me out and made sense of the monotonous craziness that was going on. Because you know you got to keep your mind sharp during times like these that are going on that
Mhm.
we can't talk about or will be demonetized.
Yeah.
But no, it was really great because you know how when you finally have things organized in your work environment and
Mhm.
it just makes things clearer to focus on. And Jeremy talked about that a little bit where he had the drums in the background because he's remodeling the man cave and the stage and the drum booth. And I'm so excited to go sit in the drum booth, even though I'm not a drummer, and just bang out a song.
That's
But
awesome.
if you can see, let me move my head. So it's right there. I completely moved all of my books, and now those are all CDs from bands that we have met personally, either gotten autographs and whatnot, all on the shelf right there.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I also have my DVDs and everything else that are there. But yeah, because it's the studio setting, and I wanted to give a shout out to all of the bands that have been on the show and have brought us merch, representing because boom, there they are. So when you cut to Chris's camera, you should be able to see all of the bands that have been on the show, and that pile will
Oh,
grow.
nice.
So, yeah,
That's
represent.
awesome.
Yeah, representing, supporting local as we always do. Get out there, go see bands. Obviously, we can't right now. However, they are doing a bunch of stuff. We, the Infamous, has been doing live concerts from quarantine. I
Hmm.
just caught a great band the other day. Shout out to SXX,
Nice.
and they did what was it? Divine Vinity. The song. I can't help me out. Yeah, what she said.
I
But
didn't. I didn't hear her.
here,
Divine Lividity.
Ah, there you go.
so it's a new single that they just released. And check it out on YouTube after the show. SXX.
Also, check out John Fett Quartet.
That was cool.
I put the video on Don't Make This Weird and also Strange Transmedia and I think Survivor Girl possibly. Go check them out. They did a really cool cover with each of them at their homes and then put the video together. They
Yeah.
put a challenge out there for everybody to help with them for the beginning of the song with more cowbell, and the best video gets a T-shirt from them. We got to see those guys live at Tuscola-Palooza last year, and they were amazing.
Great show.
So, both Bills, if
Both
you
Bills.
guys are listening, go and get in touch with them because they are incredible. They're
Yeah.
very good on stage. Absolutely love their stage presence. They're really good guys. So, really like that. Kyle Keller just put something out tonight. He's
Love
doing
Kyle.
stuff from at home. And they have tip jars that you guys can give tips to these people that are giving us these music, these videos and whatnot to help them out with what's going on right now. They're not asking that you guys are paying to watch it, but if
Right.
you want to, you can help throw a virtual tip in the tip jar.
But yeah, to bring my week to a close and to get onto your week, it's doing a lot of staying out of here and staying right here and keeping this busy so you're not being distracted by all kinds of things you shouldn't be distracted by.
Absolutely. I'm glad that you are doing that, and I'm glad we're gonna talk about that a little bit tonight.
A little bit, yeah. So
Yeah.
how's your week been, little buddy?
My week has been pretty good. I hold on 1 second though. I'm gonna go to chat really quick. There are some people that are hanging out. Hi everybody, say hi, and we will mention you in the comments.
Hi everybody.
So Nightwing said it sounds good. Jeremy said probably 3 parts. And Nightwing also said I didn't know that you streamed on Twitch, so I just followed you guys there. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank you, Nightwing.
That's awesome. We will check you out as well. So my week has been off and on pretty crazy. With on top of everything that's going on, I have just found out some information about one of my family members that is sick again, and it's not because of the things that are going on out there.
Right, right.
But it's one of the things that I've gone through myself, and I'm a bit nervous for my family member, so that kind of hit me a little bit hard. But with that being said, I've been trying to also keep my brain pretty preoccupied. Beautiful day out today. I got to hang around in the hammock, and I have decided that I never want to be without a hammock in my life again.
I've been loving the pictures that you've been sending. What was the meme that you sent today? I can't remember.
I sent a picture that Adam had taken of me hanging out in the hammock, and I was like hanging around downtown by myself.
And there she was.
There she was for my quarantine. And Adam's like, by yourself? And I'm like, no, it's a song, honey.
Yeah, he's too young to
Before your
understand
time.
Marcy's Playground.
Yeah, so
Oh,
before his time. But I mean, trying to keep the mindset of having a regular routine and keeping life kind of
absolutely.
going because it's important right now. Getting dressed, doing those things instead of staying in pajamas every single day, which is very tempting.
Yeah.
But it is a good practice to continue to just keep life as normal as possible. And I'm trying not to look at all of the posts on Facebook so much. because that was very, very much wearing me down. And because of how I feel so many things
Yeah.
from so much stuff and from people, I figured it was my best bet to kind of put it aside. However, I have started doing some more stuff with Survivor Girl and jumping on, and I had a conversation with a whole bunch of people yesterday morning, and it was pretty incredible. I got to talk about some of the things that we have memories with those people that jumped on, and it was really, really cool to be able to do that. It was very uplifting. We talked about memories. We talked about memories with people that are have passed on, because I talked about how right now missing my mom is a really, really heavy thing. You
Yeah.
know, even if I am 40, I'm still like I want my mom. Um, but so we talked a little bit about that, and getting memories from other people of traditions and just all kinds of really cool. It was a cool conversation I was able to have with a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a long time. So to connect with them was really cool. I'm going to continue doing that. I think it's going to be like a Survivor Girl coffee talk kind of thing in the mornings. Not every morning, but once in a while.
Speaking of that, you did do your Survivor Girl showcase, your first one this week, which I thought was really cool.
I did. That was really, really cool. I talked with Katie Wood Skelton from Virus, or hold on, Virus Spirit 2020. It's a page on Facebook that is helping to boost everybody's morale during this time. And it's one of the ones that I have been following, and I enjoy the page because it's helping a lot of the kids that are home right now. And she's actually asked me to read a bedtime story on Monday.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be able to do that. So I went and got some of the books from Connor's room, and I actually had picked up Hiawatha a while back at Goodwill, and I went to read that, and I was like, no, nope, this isn't fitting right now. No, I don't remember this being like this dark.
Dude,
So,
there was a
so
video that Sam Jackson posted
mhm.
with it was how he read the book "Go the fuck to sleep."
Yes,
Aaliyah
yes,
was "Stay the fuck home."
I love it. And then did
It
you see
was
that?
great.
I love it. I have to check that out. We've been just keeping busy with all kinds of stuff like that at home, so that's been helpful. But seeing these positive pages that are popping up and the different things that people are doing to help promote positivity out there is really cool to keep on seeing. So I'm hoping that everybody keeps going forward with that kind of thing, and not just right now, and not just just not right now, to keep on doing it after. You
I
know, we need to be supporting each other more,
I
I
s-
think.
I saw a great meme on Facebook. It was yesterday or today, I can't remember. About there was the Netflix "Are you still watching" thing,
Oh yes.
and it said you don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
Yeah, I can see that. Just in
Stop
that
judging
picture,
me, Netflix.
quit judging me. Yes, I'm still watching. I have Dorito smudge on my shirt. I'm in the holiest pair of Christmas leggings I could possibly. No, sorry, holiest pair of lounge pants
Get
that I
lounge
could find.
pants.
And stop judging me.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Stop.
kind of doing the Wade Wilson thing earlier today of running around with just a T-shirt on because I was like, "Hey, I'm in quarantine. I don't give a fuck."
Kind of. So you were doing the Porky Pig style thing.
Porky Pig style, top snow bottoms because I can.
Yeah, well, you and your brother from another mother over here must have been on the same page. Did you guys call up and be like, "Okay, wear this today," because that was happening around here too.
Kind of, yeah.
Sherry Curry's joining us, saying hello. Hey, Sherry. Hey, everybody else that's hanging out in chat, say hello so I can mention you. Glad
Hey,
you're
how you doing,
joining us.
Sherry?
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so you know, it's looking at the positives of everything that we can right now. When I was outside hanging around, just hanging around in my hammock, listening to the birds, and just feeling how nice the weather was today, and getting out to go for a walk. Adam and I got to do that,
Yeah,
and it was kind of cool because I decided that I was going to wear my hiking boots and some really warm socks because I was thinking it was going to be cold out. And I ended up taking those babies off and was walking around in the grass because it was like, yeah, this is happening.
It was gorgeous today. I
It
actually walked out
was.
on the back deck and was drinking my morning tea at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and just it was so peaceful because we live in town, and it's crazy of how normally there's a hustle and bustle of horns and people and animals and
Hmm.
stuff like that, and it was great because it's like the middle of the day, and there was very few human voices, which was kind of haunting,
Yeah.
but just the animals were making so much noise: dogs, birds, cats, squirrels chittering. It was great. I'm like, wow, who knew that being in the middle of a metropolis, you'd still be able to connect with nature?
Yeah, and it's something different, I think. It's trying to find that peace with that kind of a situation, and I'm really liking that as well. Roxanne saying, "Hey there, my friends. Hey, Roxanne, we
Hey,
love you. We miss you,
Roxanne.
girl."
Yeah, but it was incredibly humbling to experience that. So, the fact that you had a very similar day today, which was awesome, uh, hanging in your hammock and just kind of taking it all in outside, getting some fresh air into your lungs, and
Was much needed, to be honest with
absolutely.
you. I'm gonna be a little bit transparent, and normally I'm not so much. I don't feel like I am so much on Don't Make This Weird as I am on Survivor Girl, but the I've talked about the emotions being high. I'll have moments where I'll just flat out start freaking sobbing, and it's ridiculous. Like I'm not trying to say that having emotions is ridiculous. Please don't misquote me on
No,
that. But man, it's wearing me out more than it is doing me any good. But it's so hard to control that right now.
yeah, to to add the addendum to that, I completely agree with you because lately, out of a clear blue sky, and it's no mystery. Anybody that's been a listener for a minute or even a couple of weeks out knows that we deal with anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that. And for me, it's been really difficult staying out of here lately and not picking up all the negative crap that's going on and just staying busy and staying focused. Because, when life happens as normal, when you're going here, going there, doing meet and greets, doing festivals, doing, you know, all of this stuff that we do every single day of the week, pre production, recording, whatever, it's easy to get distracted by that. And then you end up at the end of the day and go, why am I tired?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. That's right. I haven't stopped since 5 a.m.
Well, and I don't know if you're experiencing this as well, or if anybody that's in chat right now is experiencing this. But with everything that is in our face and all of the things that we're facing right now,
Yeah.
sleep has been all over the place.
See, it's funny you say that because for me, when sleep happens, it's a lot more consistent by being inconsistent because now I go to bed at like 5, 6 a.m., wake
Hmm.
up at noon, 1 o'clock, and then I start my day. And I'm doing 12, 14, 16 hours a day, not doing just busy work, but reorganizing stuff. You have the downtime. You're
Hmm.
in essence, the same four walls. Do something with that to be productive. And
Oh, absolutely.
then sit on the couch and watch Netflix and have Netflix shame you for having Dorito hands and uh, tops no bottoms.
Right, exactly, exactly. Sherry said that she's back. She got kicked, and my dad is joining us. Hey, Dad. He says hi, guys.
What's up, pops?
I'm glad that he's joining us. I wanted to have a little conversation about that, and I talked with him earlier, and it's been really cool being able to actually connect more with him.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's not like we don't talk, but I feel like we talk a lot more now, which I'm thankful for because I'm enjoying having conversations with him. But like, thankfully, and this is something if you guys have family members that might need help with getting groceries or stuff that they can't go out and get groceries or whatever, it's really difficult right now to do online orders. But if you are able to, uh-oh, I think I lost us. Am I still there?
yep.
Okay, the whole other voice. Okay, if you're able to help with a family member's grocery orders, do the best that you can. Like, and don't. I got really kind of frustrated a little bit because I did tried Meyer because it's close to Dad, and then that didn't work out. They were trying to tell me that it would be like until the 8th for him to get groceries. And Adam and I had discussed it that if we had to, we would go and then go take him.
Right.
Well, take him to him if we had to drive down there, which was no big deal, just to make sure that he's good. But you have to really be patient because there's such a bog of people ordering and whatnot. But luckily, Kroger came through. He was able to get groceries and got them around 2:30 today.
Nice.
So I'm super excited for that. It looks like Adam is joining. He says, "Hey guys, hearing you loud and clear, yay!" Candy saying hi to Adam. Hey, which is a good time for him to join in too because I have something kind of funny.
Is this the Wade Wilson tops no bottoms
No,
conversation?
no.
Are you having an intervention with your man?
No.
Damn it, man!
This is funny.
Put some socks on if you're gonna walk around
last
without
night,
pants on.
okay? The toilet paper is getting kind of scarce, and I was like, well, what's the next thing that we can do if we don't have toilet paper? And I was teasing, and I was like, I know, we'll get one of those fancy butt sprinklers. So he was like, well, I don't even know about any of that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't either, honestly. But if it came down to it without having toilet paper, like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I would. I don't know if anybody.
I'm just gonna
has
throw
ever
this out there. It's the same thing
used.
as having a detachable shower head. That shit is fucking amazing.
See, there you go. Okay. All right. Same thing. All right. So we were looking and I decided because we were like, well, how much? How much are these or whatever? So I looked online and I'm like, oh, well, this one says it's like $64.99. And I'm like, look at the reviews. And I'm just being freaking goofy as I am, talking in the different voices and everything. And so I'm just like, oh, this one is actually called Butt Buddy. Legitly, this one was called Butt Buddy. So
How is
I
our
was
little butt
teasing,
buddy doing today?
yeah. And he was like, I couldn't even take it seriously hooking it up and be like, oh, I'm in the bathroom hooking up my butt buddy. No, that's not even right. Like, no.
Butt sucks. Butt sucks.
Pretty much, yeah. So I mean, it was kind of funny. I was teasing my brother today, and I was like, "Well, if this keeps up, everybody in the family's getting a fancy butt sprinkler for Christmas." Because, like, really, legitly trying to find toilet paper, I was trying to find some for Dad, and Staples has it. Oddly enough, it's Angel Soft, which I'm allergic to, so that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, we've got that.
So,
that was easy.
But they had it to where it was like 80 rolls for 66 something.
Holy shit sauce.
Yeah. I mean, and they wonder why people are like hoarding this stuff, but I don't know. Who knows? But I thought that was kind of funny, the whole fancy butt sprinkler. I had to bring it up.
Fancy butt sprinkler. You know, It's funny that you bring that up because now there's going to be somebody in lawn and garden getting one of those lawn sprinklers and going, "Hey, I wonder if this can be my butt buddy."
Oh God. Okay, guys, but don't make this weird. Don't make it weird. Don't do that. Don't go on your sprinkler butt buddy. That would be evil.
Well, especially
And
if you were a guy, because it's like,
Yeah. That'd be like an opposite of teabag.
Yeah, well, no, because the water would be hitting your beanbag and flopping it
Exactly.
around.
Opposite teabagging. I don't know. Anyway. So that was one of the things. Like, you gotta try to have a good sense of humor. And then when I was like trying to find toilet paper everywhere, of course my thought came to Beavis and Butthead with the I need TP for my bunghole. So I started playing that and we were laughing.
Great Cornholio.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it,
And I was
Beavis.
like, what is that? I said, that's Beavis and Butthead. He said, oh, yeah.
I am the great Cornholio.
Right. So, but anyway, we are just kind of trying to keep it light-hearted and, kind of hanging in there.
Well, and we talked earlier before the show of keeping your wits about you and just having a plan to stay out of here and to be moving here with the things that you're doing. And
Right.
it's challenging in enough, for people like us who are similar to us that deal with, you know, mental and emotional kind of we're gonna fuck on you today
Mhm.
because you're your own worst enemy. It's nothing to get stuck in here, and that's I think a lot of what's helped this out is keeping our sense of humor as dark and as twisted as it has been, but still nonetheless having a sense of humor and being able to laugh about those things and go, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Who goes on Amazon and looks up fancy butt sprinklers?
I mean, apparently I do because I'm that weirdo.
But no, that's the great part about that is you're looking, I guess, for lack of a better set of terms, the silver lining here of, hey, I wonder how many fancy butt sprinklers eBay has. And if they're
Yeah.
having an auction battle right now of
I
lawn and
imagine
garden,
so.
or now would that work for like Bed Bath and Beyond?
Mm. Hmm. The master sweet one. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peasants, bring me my butt sprinkler. I don't know.
Be
I don't know
gone,
where this stuff
peasant.
comes from. It is what it is, though. Sorry,
Butt
guys.
sprinkler, butt sprinkler.
I hope Katie's not listening right now because she might take away me being able to read children's stories.
I doubt that. You're kind of guilty by association.
Kinda, yeah. I suppose so. But yeah, it's just like you said, just keeping out of here and keeping busy with things. Organization, that's we talk a lot about this stuff, and I'm trying to kind of steer away because we continue to kind of circle back around to this stuff, and I get it. It's part of helping everybody to keep their minds from completely going kablammy because that's the worst thing that can happen right now, especially being at home. But I did post the thing on the Don't Make This Weird page.
Yeah.
Um, can you say his name for me?
Which one?
Jim from The Office. John
Oh,
Kaczynski?
yeah,
Or
John
not?
Kaczynski, I think is his name.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys get a chance to check that video out, it was pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. Pretty cool. Well, I'm dying over here. I've been
That's
cooking like really good lately.
That's another thing I want to talk about.
But oh, now I got hiccups. Wonderful.
Way to go.
I posted that up there, and it's a really cool. It's called "Some Good News" is the video, and it was his first episode. And if you guys get a chance to check that out, it was really, really, really good. Good feeling stuff, and I like that because we've talked about getting having just a page. I think Candy even said it at one point. I'd love to see a news report that's just all good stuff, and that was kind of where he went with it. So
Right.
if you guys get a chance to check that out,
I know
I
his
think you guys will enjoy.
the lip sync battle that he did has been circulating a lot on social media, which was hilarious because he did what the hell was it? Tina Turner's
Oh, jeez.
damn it, Proud Mary.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's hilarious because he comes out on stage in a suit, and I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody. Go look that video up. John Kaczynski does a cover of Tina Turner's "Proud Mary." The shit is epic.
Awesome. So I think right now we need those kind of things more than ever. I'm not saying to distract everybody from what really is happening, but to keep everybody's moods up, I think that would be the best thing. So I'd love if you guys would share some of that kind of stuff. That would be really cool. My dad is asking, can you buy a butt buddy at Bed Bath and Beyond? Good question. Good question, my father. Not sure, but if it keeps up, you'll probably get one for Christmas from me and Adam.
Well, and that's the thing is, to go back to what you said about that, having a plan. The first rule, quote unquote, so to speak, is using entertainment as keeping the morale up. I mean, we talked to Leon earlier this week, and love that guy. We did a survival class 5 years ago, almost 6 now, which which is
I can't
insane.
believe it's been that long.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was asking him how he was doing during this crazy shit, and he's like, "I'm doing great. I've been planning for 10 years for the whole system to go to shit.
Right.
I'm perfectly fine." And he talked about Miller Time and how him and his wife moved to Arizona. Which shout out to Miller Time, love that guy.
He's
And
funny.
yeah, but it was great to reconnect with him and just kind of shoot the shit and go, "Hey, man, I miss you. How are you doing? How's
Right.
Ken's? How's the family over that way?" And just it was great to connect and go, "Yeah, this is the reason why we do what we do," and not using entertainment to kind of play the ostrich and stick your head in the sand, but to keep that morale, which was the rule that I was getting to, is the fact that you keep your morale up to keep moving. Because the minute you buy into that horde mentality of all is lost, it's all gone, fuck it, there's no reason to live anymore, we're done. We're going to Jonestown. That's it.
Well, and I was thinking too, like when I had that conversation on Survivor Girl with the open chat, I really, really enjoyed that because it was cool to be able to talk about like favorite memories of
Yeah,
things with people and, just to reconnect. And I was just kind of curious because I had a couple different questions because I wanted to keep tonight a little bit more lighthearted. I guess,
absolutely.
what would be one of your favorite memories with us?
Oh God, you're opening up the floodgates there.
Probably just one, just one.
Well, no, it's funny you say that because going back to that planning with Leon is okay. What can you do in the confines of what you have to keep your morale up? And obviously, yes, it's all where your focus is at, and focusing on the positive stuff, focusing
Right.
on what can I accomplish in the next 5 minutes, what can I accomplish in the next hour, what can I accomplish in the next day, and the next thing you know, you'll have a studio clean. You can actually go into Narnia through the clothes and not get lost, and nobody will find you for 4 or 5 days because you have some semblance of keeping your morale up and going, "I'm going to make it through this and come out." There was a great quote on Outlander, "I shine, not burn,"
Mm,
which
nice.
anybody watches that show, you have to watch it because there was a beautiful tribute on Facebook, but I'm not going to give any spoilers. But no, it's incredible because, when you look at, was it the Mackenzie or the Fraser? Mackenzie clan. So they have this old thing because they were blacksmiths, okay?
Hmm.
That temperament, when you turn the heat up, it hardens the metal. So for most heat is going to burn off the excess. The right heat is going to make you shine and not burn.
Nice.
So yeah, it was really cool to kind of study that out for a minute. But yeah, it's times like these that you really find out what you're made of.
Hmm. Absolutely. And I know we were talking a little bit about that before we started the podcast tonight. But I'm gonna quote something from my dad who's hanging out, even though he just and this is a different quote from what he just said about here's the thought, corn cobs. Um, but I'm gonna show like
Wrong kind of butt, buddy.
right, right. I'm gonna show my dad's actual other side
Okay.
of that. And one of his things that I've always taken with me is he told me one time, "Do you have your Teflon jacket on today?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You put your Teflon jacket on, you go out there, and you don't let anything stick to you."
Right. Right.
And I loved that. Like I loved that because that really resonated with me and I was like, "Oh, like that makes sense. That's smart. It's a smart way to think of things."
Well, isn't like if you ingest Teflon or something like that, it's supposed to kill you, but the fact that you're flipping it on the side and using it to protect you is quite amazing. Because
Yeah,
what's
that's
meant to
pretty
kill you actually is the thing that strengthens you and makes you rise above everything else.
pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were talking before the podcast about planning and being careful and giving yourself some kind of protection through everything that's going on right now, even if it isn't the high grade, at least it's something to keep you protected, to give you a little bit of a better chance. And I think that's really what we should be looking at. Wouldn't you want to have a better chance at surviving this and keeping yourself and your family safe?
Well, and you were talking earlier on Survivor Girl, which that's another great episode you have to get because you and Adam threw down some incredible challenges
Hmm.
to stay positive during this time, but to give yourself a more of a fighting chance, so to speak. One of the things you talked about was it Donny and Lucy were making masks locally for the medical staff and the ones that are
Yeah,
on the front lines because they're what are they getting one mask every 7 days if they get a shipment in
yeah.
to handle that to keep themselves safe because they are on the front lines and shout out to all of those people, the medical trained staff, the first responders, the firefighters, the policemen. Thank you so much for your service in
Hmm.
everything that you do and keeping us safe.
Absolutely. You guys have stepped up above and beyond, and you guys are doing everything that you can to try to help people. I've seen several different posts of people that never expected to ever experiencing something like this on the front lines of losses and of others that of healing and different things that they just never expected to ever see. And physically, emotionally, everything that they're going through right now, I can't even begin to imagine to be at the hospitals and doing everything that they're doing. And I just, want to thank you from all of us at Strange Friends Media, because
Absolutely.
we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody from retail to garbage men to the people that are delivering the mail. I mean, there's so many different people that are still working on the front lines to keep everything going that are essential, and that is definitely appreciated. One of the things too that we were kind of talking about beforehand, and as you mentioned, Donnie and Lucy,
Yeah, yeah.
they've done 1,400 and some odd number of masks that they've donated.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, and they have been just working nonstop with 3D printer, with sewing, with all these things. And at one point, I had given him a shout out on Survivor Girl, and I'd seen on his Facebook page, no, I will not do a news. I won't go on the news. I won't do this. I won't do that because
Right.
this is not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to help people. I'm not. It's not about why or what it is that I'm doing. It's about helping people. And I messaged him and they said, I'm sorry if I stepped out of bounds with giving you a shout out. And he said, no, I appreciate the shout outs, but I'm not going to go purposely um, on like the news to talk about it.
Right. Well, and that's the
So
thing is I think collectively coming together, even though we're supposed to be socially distancing ourselves for each of our safeties, the difference is that you still can contribute, and that's what makes things work together during these
mhm.
difficult times. And I mean, that's the way that it always should be. We're
Oh yeah.
constantly talking about these things of how can you make someone else's life, even if it takes 5 seconds, to do
Hmm.
something that's going to, brighten their day. And,
Yeah.
it's not all sunshine and rainbows and unicorns and you're shitting skills out your ass and saying that it's sunshine outside. No, the difference is that it's where your focus is at.
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
it's times like these that you find out what your character is. It's a make or break thing, and you have to have the fortitude and the resiliency to continually move forward. Because if you don't, then all right, cool. Thanks for shopping. Big money, no whammies, and you hit a whammy. Love you,
Hmm.
much love, respect, but it's not going to be something that is in the cards for you. And that's
Hmm.
incredibly sad because there's a lot of innocent people that get caught in the crossfire of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But one of the things that I thought about was, with people stepping up and making masks and different things, so they have the materials or they're getting materials donated and things. I think that's incredible. It's really great that people are doing that. And I stopped and I'm like, I support them 100%. And if I have any of the materials, I would gladly donate it. Um,
Absolutely.
but I've thought about it and I'm like, oh, I can't sew a straight line for the life of me. I pretty much prefer hand sewing, but I don't sew or have materials for that kind of thing at home. However, I'm like, okay, but you are very good at putting out positive messages, or whatever it was. I'm trying to think of these different things of ways that I could help to support right now.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what's important is you don't necessarily have to be someone who sews. They're doing that. That's incredible, and I applaud them 100%.
Right.
But there's something that you can look into to helping out in your own way.
Right. I look
You
at
know.
what was it, World War II, I think it was. There was a movement for flour sacks. They just did not have the materials to create the flour sacks. So what they would do is a lot of these housewives, because all the guys were off to war, is they would take different materials and stuff, and they would sew material together for flour sacks.
Oh wow.
So you'd get these multiple color flowered sacks, and it was great because instead of the mundane color of a tweed, I think it was, or something along those lines. And look this up. This is something that actually happened in history. And now those flour sacks are a collector's item
Oh, I believe it.
because they were all handmade. I mean,
Hmm.
that's such an incredible thing, that the fortitude and the resiliency of these people to go, well, I can't do much, but I'm going to do something. And that
Yep.
it's such an incredible story that, Donny and Lucy are doing this. You was Survivor Girl. There's been tons of people that have come to you, or left messages on the page, or the morning positive messages. uh, Thank you for keeping the morale up. Thank you
Hmm.
for being, that beacon of, yeah, okay, some days are going to suck, but guess what? You still got to keep moving forward. And I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of people that look forward to that every day.
Well, I mean, it's honestly, I've had my mornings where I wake up and I'm doing great. Like I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Thankful for that. And it's like, okay, cool. But then as the day goes on, I'll read something and it will get in my head, or, there's just so much out there right now with everything going on that I'll just have a moment where I'll have like a breakdown. But I remember that, okay, I can't stay in that because this is not helping me out in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really what we need to focus on as as individuals, is to make sure that we're not living in the moment, even though we are in the thick of all of this.
Right.
Is not stay there.
Well, and I mean that's the thing is, we as humans, we're interesting, funny creatures of habit. And sometimes you need a moment, sometimes you need two moments, sometimes you need three moments. But like you said, don't stay there. Have your
Yeah.
moment, let that happen, but don't stay there. Move forward. What's the old adage? How do you complete 1,000-mile journey, or where does 1,000-mile journey start? One step at a time.
Mhm.
Eventually, you're not going to be where you're at. So walk it out.
Yep. And that was another thing too that we kind of talked about on Survivor Girl, was continuing to keep a routine and to make sure that you're getting the water, your exercise, all the things that you normally would do, or take the time now to be able to do that, because it's important to keep up with your health, make sure that you're safe, get your immune system boosted. And it could be very easy just to lay on the couch right now because, well, depression can creep in.
Yep.
And if you're a stranger to it and you might not understand what it is that's going on, well, I mean, you basically just got told you're not working, you're not doing this, or or somebody that you love. There's questions going around of people saying, do you actually know somebody who's been affected by coronavirus? And the answer for me is yes.
Right.
And I know I just mentioned it, and I hope we don't lose our show because of that. But the answer is yeah, I do know somebody, and they have recovered from it.
Right. What?
So
And
but to keep that in mind, just remember to make sure that you keep yourself in check with it. If you've never experienced depression, you might be experiencing it right now, because there is a lot on everybody's shoulders.
Well, and that's the thing is you have to remember before you self-diagnose something that you know nothing about. Make sure you're not surrounded by assholes, and if you are, fix that shit.
Or if you're surrounded by people who send you a commemorative 2020 candle that is a candle in a dumpster.
I'm still waiting for mine in the mail, by the way, because that shit was epic.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh my God, it's Tony. I got to send him the dumpster fire of 2020 thing. You know, and I was
I
thinking
love
about
that.
that today. I was thinking about this today because they made the announcement that kids are done with school for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Seniors graduated, and that's hitting that. I know that's hitting a lot of kids right now really hard.
Well, and that's what's funny is I have to give a shout out to Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave doing Kid Mageddon right now. But one of the things, and this was a gift from them, which I love them to pieces. And I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right there. Here, I'll pull it up to the camera so you guys can see it. But so they were at a festival, and this is what they got me. It says, "Do epic shit." I'm hoping you guys can see that. But it was a gift, and that's the thing is that it's been such an inspiration because I'll walk out of the studio, and I'm like, something's amiss, whatever. And then I will walk back into the studio, and I will see that and go, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm doing epic shit. And I know it sounds cheesy, but that's the thing. Since we've been on quarantine, I've done epic shit. And I have to give them, the gratitude where it's needed and the thanks where it's needed and the credit where it's due. They got me that gift with, okay, cool. I'm going to do epic shit because that's kind of the thing of, yeah, you get kicked in the face with golf shoes. Guess what? Get up and keep doing epic shit with a fucked up butterface.
I mean, really, and as long as you've known me, I've had my back and forth moments where, you'll know if I have something that's going on that's really bothering me.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because now I will take my time. I'll go take maybe a couple hours away, and then I'm just when I felt like I can't do this, like this is not gonna work out, blah blah blah. I come back like 2 hours later, and I'm like, okay, let's go. What are we doing?
Right.
And you're just like, what? Okay, yep, let's roll with it.
This episode of the Bipolar Express is brought to you by Little Buddy, and it's Little Buddy approved.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is funny, and I can say this: I am not bipolar. I am not diagnosed with that.
No, I was referring to Michigan in general because it can't make up its mind what it wants to be hot, cold, or indifferent. Yeah. I'm just so thankful, that there is not a single fucking mosquito anywhere. I'm so okay with that.
Me too. Holy crap. I hate them.
The national state bird of Michigan.
Absolutely. You know what is so funny? And this has nothing to do with any of that we just talked about with mosquitoes or whatever.
Right.
Since I started making cheesecakes and selling them, everybody posts cheesecakes on my wall.
Yeah, sorry about
different
that.
Recipes.
We've been finding a bunch of cheesecakes. Oh, this is gonna go on Little Buddy's wall.
I know, and it's okay because I'm like, oh yeah, I can make. Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah.
What was it? The blackberry or blueberry crumble one that just looked fucking amazing.
They all looked so freaking good. And I'm like, hey, gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rolling out of the house after this quarantine's over. Speaking of that though, like I am so mindful of that right now.
Oh, absolutely.
I did a 12-mile bike ride indoors because I don't have an actual bike to go out with.
Well, and it's funny
a day ago
that you say that because I just watched a video. What is it? Nick Holistic on YouTube. She's like a off the grid person, but she does a bunch of videos with her husband.
Okay.
And they have a yurt, which is really cool. But it's in the Canadian rainforest. So one of the things that they just put into their yurt was a bike that generates energy, and it's hooked up to different batteries and stuff to recharge the batteries. And I thought it was so cool. I'm like, why are we not doing that now?
Yeah.
Because somebody somewhere has posted, I'm sure, the right engineering stuff online that you can build this yourself, or at least there's a YouTube tutorial on how
Hmm.
to do this, to where if you get bored, cool, go crank out 10 watts for an hour bike ride or whatever the equation is, because somebody figured out that algorithm that's way smarter than me. But you're forced to be inside of the same four walls.
Right.
Do something constructive.
Well, and I've seen the bikes too that actually have the like washing machine on them.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, oh, I already hate laundry. Like,
See, I love doing laundry. I love it,
it's
seriously.
not bad.
I mean, that's the thing. I will do laundry. I will clean the toilet with a toothbrush before I ever touch a fucking dish, because I hate doing dishes.
Everybody's so different. So I actually know some people that like doing dishes. Okay,
They can
this
come do
brings
mine. They can come do mine.
this brings me to the thing that I wanted to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about.
Transitions.
So on Facebook right now, to try to keep positives and keep it a little bit more fun or whatever, there is different quizzes and things that are going around. And one of them that I seen was 10 uh, unpopular opinions of things that people like but you do not.
Oh my God. Hold that thought 1 second. I actually have to step off mic, so keep talking.
You have to do what?
I have to step off mic real quick.
All right, so I guess anybody who is in chat, if you have a couple that you would like to throw up on in YouTube or on Twitch to tell me what some of your unpopular opinions are of what you don't like but other people do like. I seen some out there that I was just surprised that people don't like. For me, number one, Nickelback. I do not like Nickelback. There's a lot of people that do like Nickelback. My fiance is one of them. It's not like we don't fight about it, but I am not a fan. But I will say, sometimes when the songs come on, I don't realize it and I will start singing them. So that's one of my unpopular opinions. Number two, Metallica. A lot of people really like Metallica. I am not a huge fan. I like more of their original stuff, but not so much the newer stuff, which some people are liking the new stuff and not so much the old. Um, Let me see. I mentioned all these to Adam or earlier or last night or whatever it was when I seen them. Um, Let me see here. I'm trying to remember what some of the other ones were. If you guys have any, please put them in the chat. I'd like to mention it.
So what was
Another
the?
thing that I think people really like, well, I guess it could go back and forth. White chocolate. I think it's fake. It's crap, and if it's not chocolate, milk chocolate or dark chocolate. I don't want it.
See, now here's the thing: is for me, if we're talking food, 100% dark cocoa is the best. All that
Yeah.
other
Okay.
stuff is crap.
Right.
Look up.
That's my third unpopular opinion.
Oh, that's totally my unpopular opinion. Everybody's like, no, it's bitter and this, that. No. The darkest chocolate possible is the best. Look up the scientific probability. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The scientific probabilities, not probabilities. Anyways, the health benefits.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good health
Properties.
benefits.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah. So did you hear what my first two were?
No, I didn't. Go ahead. Please.
Nickelback, Metallica, white chocolate, huh? Skinny jeans. Just saying.
Okay, I can agree with you on the Nickelback. I can't agree with you on Metallica. Depending on the day, white chocolate, because I'm not a sweets person, and definitely skinny jeans because it's a totally unpopular thing. But if you're wearing skinny jeans, there was a meme that I saw on Facebook about yeah, girls, you're looking for a survivalist. How's those skinny jeans faring now? To me, hand your man card forward if you're wearing skinny jeans. Come on, seriously. And I
So
don't care. I'm gonna get shit for it. Whatever.
each their own. You know, some people can pull them off. Me personally, I got too much extra, like, what the hell am I doing here? Too much extra, like, hanging around that I'm just like, yeah, these aren't working out. They're just not comfortable. I like comfort. That's just me. Um, so that's four. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't, I don't really like McDonald's.
Not a fan.
People do, but for one, there's not much that I can really eat there, to be honest. So I'm not really a huge fan of McDonald's. So there's that.
To
I'm gonna get hate mail.
to quote the great philosopher Fused Facade, uh, Subway is one of my favorite places to
Right?
eat. Just because. Have you ever had the salads from there? Seriously,
Oh yeah, I
holy shit
love the
sauce!
salads from there. They're so good.
And granted, don't get me wrong, Subway makes an incredible sub, but
Hmm.
until you've had one of their salads, oh, amazing!
But you can make any sub into a salad.
Exactly.
Excuse me, and let me blow your mind here. Subway has breakfast, right?
Yes, yes, they do.
I had somebody chop up the egg and the sausage and ham and cheese and everything and made a breakfast bowl. They were like, it's supposed to be a salad. Oh, this is my breakfast salad.
Right?
Pissed pissed the kid off. It was great.
Oh yeah.
Um, number five, black coffee. Nope.
Yeah, I'm a tea person. If you can see my 10,000 tea bags that are in my cup, which is amazing. I have to.
I like coffee, but I just don't like it black.
I'm
No
allergic
thanks.
to it, and I know that probably sounds incredibly odd. So you and I are same on the same hate coffee train,
Mhm. I okay. Number where am I at? Seven, I think.
something like that.
I love I love flowers, but I absolutely cannot stand floral candles or floral perfumes.
So you're not a Yankee Candle person?
I didn't say that. I like the dessert smelly candles and stuff like that, but I do not like flower scented.
So Bath and Body Works is not your
I mean, yeah,
friend.
there's some things there that I don't mind, but I try to stay away from a lot of that stuff because of the chemicals and whatnot in it that I don't really need. Um, number eight, heights.
Not impressed.
Don't not at all. I am standing with God made me 5'1" for a reason.
You and I are on the exact same page as
Hmm.
that.
No, don't like heights.
Nope, not a fan.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember. I had like two more things, two more to go, but I'm trying to remember what it was that I told Adam. I'm like, I had made it. I made it. I don't know. Can't remember the last two. I'll think on it. What about you? What are your most 10 unpopular things that you like that most people do not?
That would probably have to be music, because I don't know if you remember the show. What was it? Politically Incorrect, I think it was.
Hmm.
They had a guilty pleasure section of the show, and with mine, I love Michael Jackson. Any music that he has done is just incredible. I mean, you didn't call him the king of pop because he was a mediocre musician or artist, if you will.
Right.
I mean, unpopular opinion. Okay, I don't give a shit about what he did in the public. The man knew how to write incredible music.
Hmm.
Black or White or Man in the Mirror or what's the other one that I was listening to? Was it 2 days ago? I think I don't remember. Will You Be There? That's one of my guilty pleasure songs because it's just an incredibly uplifting song. And when it comes on, I'm just kind of doing the whole tribal Rain Man dance thing because I love it. And that
Yeah.
other was it R.L. Burnside? damn it, what's that song from The
It's
Sopranos?
bad, you know.
Yeah, it's bad, you know. That's
Hmm.
just like anytime you can dance around like an Indian with your butt flap hanging out and your headdress and feathers. Hey, how are you? I love that shit, man, because it's so tribal and primal, and it's got that rhythm.
It's great that you say that about the music thing because for whatever reason, with the confidence I think it is now, like I
Yeah.
can do Thriller. N-
Thriller.
Never tried that before, but I'm like, all right, here I go. And I don't add alcohol. Oh, that's another thing. Aha, I remember it.
Okay.
Number 8, tequila.
For those
No.
audio listeners right now, she is doing karate chops on the camera and flipping at the dual birds.
Yep. No tequila. Absolutely not.
Tequila, way.
No. Nope. And if I had to say one more, and I'll get back to you. Sorry.
You're good.
One more thing. Raspberries.
What?
Mm-mm.
The nectar of the gods, and you are denying it.
I don't like eating them plain. I do like them in smoothies, but I don't like the seeds. I can't stand the seeds. Kiwis too.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, kiwis are not
Kiwis are little hairy fruit that taste like you're chewing on just little pebbles.
bad. It's the seeds.
I know, but I hate it. It's gross. So that's my 10. Okay, back to you, Tony.
Salads. I think it's hilarious because people have a serious misconception of what salads actually are.
Wait, though. What you do like, not no, what most people like that you don't like.
Oh, what I don't like?
That's
Okay.
the question.
Most people, let's see here. I think the stuff that making stupid people famous, and I know that's not really a popular thing, but I know there's a lot of people like, oh my god, I gotta watch the Kardashians, or I gotta watch
Ugh.
my reality TV. It's like, okay, great. I used to love watching the History Channel. Okay,
Mhm.
loved it. You take it with a grain of salt, because is any person who has any intelligence or educated, you don't just take something as gospel. But
Right.
you do the due diligence, and when facts are presented to you, or opinions, if you will, you go, okay, cool. I'm going to do the due diligence and educate myself. But when they started dropping stuff on the History Channel like Pawn Stars, uh, American Pickers,
Mhm.
one of my personal favorites, and it's a total guilty pleasure, The Curse of Oak Island, because I remember,
That's pretty good.
but
I
I
will give you
remember
that.
reading that in their old Reader's Digest of when
Mhm.
they published an article on that. So that article that they were talking about on the show, I remember reading that and going, okay, the History Channel is shit the bed
Right. Well, think about it though. Like MTV was music television. What happened?
here.
They
Now it's
freaking went
16
to
and pregnant.
almost all reality TV shows.
Well, and that's the thing. Popular opinion, I hate reality TV.
Mhm.
And that's my opinion. I will stick to it. I will defend it. But there's our guilty pleasures that I do enjoy with reality TV. The Curse
Mhm.
of Oak Island being one of them. I mean, they're
Yeah.
on what, season 29 now, and they still haven't found the lost treasure of the Knights Templar. Come
It's
on,
so crazy.
it's ridiculous. It's absurd, and they plant different seeds to prime you for the next season of, oh, we found a pirate's coin from 1720.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's all of those things that it. I'm not a fan of following the horde mentality, of being
Mhm.
a sheeple to where you like what you like. I'm not gonna kink shame you because you like what you like. But
Right.
if
But like
I'm
it because you like it, not because somebody else does.
right, if I'm going to expound on my opinion because one, you asked me,
Hmm.
because I'm not going to give my opinion unsolicited. I
Right.
it doesn't matter. opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Some are bigger than
And
others.
some need butt sprinklers.
Some need a butt buddy.
Some do. So, okay, so was that one out
No, that was like I don't know 3 or 4 because
of? Okay, but
Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
but now the real way.
Um,
We'll go with 4.
okay, so 4, 5 would have to be camping
You hate camping?
in the quote unquote traditional sense, to where what I call camping and what other people call camping, it's completely different. Like, I'm an off the grid type of person. Give me
Right.
everything that I need in my backpack to survive on, and that's camping. You go to spend 3 days living like a homeless person.
Like a super homeless.
Right. That camping in an RV with air conditioning and 500 channels and a state of the art stainless steel stove and refrigerator. That's not camping. That's going outside with amenities.
Okay. All right, so like that would be called glamping then.
Well, that's my point. Is if you're gonna go out and go camping, connect with nature. Walk around.
I will do it. I will do it all.
Right. Walk outside of your shelter that you have made, like Wade Wilson and Porky Pig. Tops, no bottoms, because you are connecting with nature.
Ugly Christmas sweater. No
Right.
bottoms.
Ugly Christmas sweater, because you are literally roughing it, defining your character instead of, yes, I'm going to see what's on the TV right now because my microwave popcorn's not done.
Shut up. I feel attacked right now.
Hey, you asked.
Actually, I air pop mine, bitch. So, okay, what's number 6?
This one I'm going to get a lot of hate for. Christians.
Okay.
Because they take the lazy day approach. For the simple fact is that 6 days out of the week, you're going to go through and live like hell on wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And the 7th day, you're going to get right with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? Either
I
you're...
had oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I had this conversation with somebody very close to me today, and they said they they believe in God, but they don't necessarily believe in the church because people will go to church and be, well, I'm not quoting them completely.
Right.
Go to church and be holier than thou, and then go home and talk about the people that they've seen at church.
Yeah, let me clarify the definition here to our listeners. That's not being a Christian. That's called being a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Yep. So yeah. I get you. So what's number
Number 7?
7?
Are we on number 7?
Yeah.
Digital books.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just
I can
because
see that.
it's not an audiophile. What the hell is it called? A bibliophile? Is that what it's called?
For the books?
Yeah. There is nothing more next level of an experience than finding an old used book and experiencing the smells and the textures and feeling the writing on the page from someone writing a love letter to somebody else from a time that's gone by. You can't do that with a digital book. It's not an experience. Yes, the words are on the page and you can scroll all day long, just like a social media thing.
It's not the same.
No, it's not, because that's the thing is there's no such thing as too many books. There's only not enough bookshelves.
Yes, that's true.
And I take it from the person that literally just cleaned out Narnia and 12 rows deep of books that I have all read. and then I donated to Goodwill so someone else can experience those books.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, digital books. I use them, but I despise them. And number 7, number 8?
Number 8 now.
Okay, number 8, commercials.
Yeah.
I fucking hate commercials.
I think
so many
everybody
ways.
does. I think everybody does until Super Bowl.
Even during the Super Bowl, like I will watch them, but I will be gritting my teeth the whole time because I don't like being told that I have to buy something at incredibly loud volumes, being overly aggressive. And look, if I want to buy something because I'm an informed consumer, I'm going to do the due diligence, talk to people that have actually had the experiences, find out whether or not said product is going to get me where I need to go. I don't need
Right.
some Yahoo telling me on a YouTube beginning of the video 4 times over, because what is it? 6 commercials per any YouTube intro?
Right.
Fuck you. Give me my video.
Yeah, I can see that 100%. I got you with that. Jeremy says in YouTube, chat a holy.
Oh, we got some stuff going on Twitch. Joshua Robbie says, sup, and I
Sup.
hate pineapple on pizza.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
All right, where are we at? That was number 7? Number 8?
Number 9.
Number 9. Okay. Ooh, okay, now this one I'm going to definitely get some hate for. Spiritual cream puff people.
Spiritual cream puff people. Okay.
Because they constantly subscribe to, oh my God, your aura is so beautiful.
I
and
got
it's
you.
good
Okay.
vibes. And it's like, hey, look, patchouli lady, pull the potpourri air freshener out of your ass and go get a fucking career. Because, yes, certain things can be sunshines and rainbows, but I don't need you to fucking massage my aura. I need you to stop and fucking put something else on other than patchouli, because that shit stinks.
You might get some hate on that one. I don't feel
give a
attacked by it.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. God, those people,
I don't feel attacked.
they annoy the shit out of me.
I do subscribe to the good vibes kind of deal for me, but I'm not all like, "Ooh,
That's what I mean. It's all
your
that.
aura is black today and I cannot handle it."
Right. That's
No, I
like
don't.
Kelly Ann and fucking Karen. It's like, look, Karen, we're at a PTO meeting. I don't need you to fucking douse me with patchouli. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Jeff says, Tony, can you turn up volume watching on YouTube?
Turn up the volume. My volume is cranked, man. Sorry, El Jefe.
There we go.
By the way, you missed the butt sucks comment earlier, so to do a
Butt
callback to
suck.
that.
No, number 10?
Well, hold on. Joshua
oh,
says,
sorry.
and political correctness. I can totally get with you on that, Josh, because fuck political correctness.
I don't like grammar Nazis. Can I say that? Is that, see, that's not politically correct.
What do you like, on number 20 now? I'm still
Maybe.
trying to make it through 10.
Oh, mine were kind of just stupid. I was like, I don't like raspberries.
No,
I
but
can-
see, that's the thing, is it's stuff that you hate that popular opinion disagrees with. Which was
Yeah.
funny because Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick actually did one of these, which was fucking hilarious.
Guess what?
What?
It's gonna be May. Can't wait for that one. That's one of the
Right.
best memes.
Ooh. And Josh chimes in and also said, and social justice warriors. Yes. That, oh my God. Really? You can go through and caps lock me to death on Facebook? Oh, is that where your freaking liberal arts degree got you? Is
I
cap
call
lock?
them keyboard ninja warriors.
I wouldn't even give him that cool of a name.
That is kind of a cool name. Keyboard Ninja. Josh, you need to stick around. I like
I
the
know.
stuff that you're
Yeah,
saying, man.
I'm loving what Josh is contributing here. See, that's why I get the Twitch stuff because we have really cool people on Twitch. So
Hey,
challenge to all those YouTube people, add stuff to the comments if
my
you want to be
people are
cool.
cool. Tell us, guys, what are the things you don't like that other people like?
I'm getting the evil eyes of the studio audience. Motherfuckers say what?
Yeah, smack you upside the head.
Is he gonna reach across the table and smack the bitch off of me?
All right, number 10.
Number 10. Oh Jesus. Um Emojis.
You hate emojis.
Yes, yes, I hate emojis. But I
So
love the shit out of gifts.
Yeah, gifts are fun. The
Well,
punching
yeah,
one.
well, God, yes. Well, in that, and I was blowing you up with the Three Stooges gifts because I love, 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 love Curly, not Curly Joe, Curly from the Three Stooges.
Not to be confused.
Yes,
Who the fuck is Curly Joe?
he was one of the like fourth or fifth Stooges.
Oh.
There's the original Three Stooges, which is what I'm talking about, Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so Curly is the original Stooge. Fight me, Helen. I don't care.
Listen, Linda.
Right. Oh, Josh chimes in and says gender studies. Yeah, no shit. Talk to a
Mhm.
geneticist. Hey, fuck you. There are two genders. Change my mind.
So, Jeremy says on YouTube, so angry, Karen. Calm the F down, B.
Much love to you, brother.
He knows. Karen knows. Kelly knows. Okay, I can say one thing.
Yes.
Okay, so this is probably number 21. I
Man,
do know I love makeup, even though I have not been wearing it lately, and it's okay. I'm beautiful, just like I am with bags now. But I cannot stand the unique posts.
oh God. You know,
Sorry.
I can safely say that for 43 years, I have never, well, that's not true. I lived through the 80s. Sorry, my bad. Guyliner. But no, for 43 years, I've successfully walked out of the house without makeup on and done just fucking fine. Walking on the stage is completely different.
Eyeliner, depending on who the guy is.
Oh, Josh chimes back in and says, facts. I love your laugh, bro. I wish I had a dope ass laugh like that. Thanks, Josh. That's awesome.
Wait a minute, Josh. Are you getting paid by Tony?
Yeah, the check's in the mail, bro.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, there are some. Okay, I will be honest. There are some things that I do like my one friend that does the paparazzi stuff or whatever. But the unique videos, they push people to make these videos, and it's too much.
Here's
I
the thing.
can't.
Can I clarify this without getting too much hate in the chat? And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it anyways. Makeup in general, if you go back and you look at it, it's supposed to accent the beauty that is already there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I've taught my girls growing up, because I have two girls. Come on. It's supposed to accent the beauties there. If you have lines, okay, cool. Accent those lines. You know, foundation, blush, whatever all of that shit is. Accent the beauty that's already there. If you have a fat face like me, I'm not wearing makeup, but right. Accent the features that are already there.
Right.
And if you look like a clown, you probably put too much on.
Yeah, my mom was very adamant on that when she taught me how to do makeup. She said less is definitely more.
Right.
And she said it kind of basically came out as less is definitely more, not leaving the house looking like a whore.
See, when I see shit like that, I think of like Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
Oh God. Oh my God. I am so glad that I was taught to not have
Yeah.
to not do that kind of crazy shit. I mean, there's been times that I've put a little bit, tried different stuff, but it's just.
Yeah,
So
that shit.
I got a couple things in on YouTube chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeff says, I tried to write my text in full sentences, ending in punctuation. I see more women write their texts like 12-year-olds. I feel
Okay.
attacked again. I feel attacked again.
Not impressed.
When, also Jeff says, when confronted, they say, if you ever had a period, you would never want one.
I have a caveat to add to that. I passed as kidney stone, and from two different frontline ER nurses who have had 4 children apiece said that they would rather have another 4 children than pass a kidney stone.
Yeah, they're not fans of dick bullets.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And I still have one hanging around, and that fucker better stay up there throughout this crap that's going on, because I ain't having it. Just saying.
Right.
You have been there since last December. Don't fuck on me, kidney stone. Don't you dare.
Kidney stones suck dick. Just saying. Josh.
Candy says.
Oh, go ahead.
Candy says. What's that?
I said, go ahead. Josh is chiming in. I'm loving this. Thanks, Josh.
Sorry. Candy says, I rarely wear makeup. You have to love me at my worst before you love me at my best.
Aw, that's awesome. You should totally write Hallmark cards, because that's like some uplifting, magical shit right there. No, I'm being serious. Seriously. If you can't love and care about somebody at their worst, then you don't deserve them at their best.
Well, here's the worst part about some of these ladies that do makeup. They do such a crazy job that when they take off their makeup, you're like, who is that underneath all that?
I'm just going to toss this out there. If you want to learn how to do makeup, learn how to do makeup from a drag queen.
Do what?
Learn how to do makeup from a drag queen.
Yeah. Really?
That's some magical shit.
It is magical.
I mean, holy shit. I'm just like, wait a minute. What? Okay.
There is one that used to live from Caro area who I absolutely freaking like. Now they just kind of more, they look more feminine than anything, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're so freaking beautiful.
Right? How do you think it is for a guy? I'm completely comfortable in my heterosexuality, but damn, when you see these drag queens, you're like, you know, for a cupcake, I may pinch it for the other team, because damn.
That's crazy. Shout out to that.
Right. Represent, do the makeup, learn how to do it for drag.
So you
queen.
had something.
Yeah, Josh chimes in and says, no comment to your, am I paying him? And
I knew it.
Hey, you know, just saying, that's how we get views. A bit off topic, do you do music? Yes, I actually do. That's why all of the shits in the studio here, we're constantly doing stuff. So, and then he's women wearing too much makeup. Oh yeah, there's a link in the Twitch, which is great. I will follow that after the show and check that out. But will it pop up now? Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, Josh, the one thing too, if you got a chance to go and look back, is it not last week, but the week before, Tony and I actually had requests to do some music because I was in studio back then. And we did a couple songs on there at the end of the episode. But if you want to go back and take a look, we have a whole bunch of episodes that are archived. And we've had a lot of bands on our show as well, which has been a lot of fun. So you can go back and take a look on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do. Oh, it's an article about are women wearing too much makeup. This is good stuff, too. What's the real reason for putting your face on? For beauty, for confidence, to help deal with the fact we need to make 8 o'clock meeting, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm gonna dig it. Oh dear God! All right, so I gotta show this. This is just unsettling in so many ways. But there's a Mimi. Not okay on so many levels. But yeah, thanks for sharing that link. I will definitely check that out. Cool.
That's not okay. If you look like Crayola, if you look like a 3-year-old held you down and drew on your face, go back in and fix it.
Right. It's not okay.
It is not okay.
Less is
I
more.
worked I worked with somebody one time, and I won't say where, but their eyebrows went from here all the way like here, and they were big, black, and huge, and I was just like, "You tick me off." I'm wiping it. I'm
I'm
wiping your
sorry.
eyebrow off.
Those people that draw their eyebrows on are secretly villains with minions. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, there are some ladies. Okay, my mom did not have eyebrows after plucking them for so long. I don't know if that's a truth or what happened, or if that's just what she wanted to tell me. But there are some people that don't have them, but they actually make it look like they have legit eyebrows. But then there's the ones that go crazy and look like they took a fat head Sharpie and just went, "Mm,
That's what I'm talking about. Perfect villains in the making. Just throwing that
there
out
you go."
there.
Goodness.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
don't do that.
Thanks for the clarification, Joss. I did find the picture. Thank you for sharing that. Because yeah, no bueno, not okay.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, why pluck them all off to draw them back on? What the fuck? Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, groom your shit. Yes. Okay. No one wants to walk up to a guy and have freaking ginormous caterpillars on their forehead. That shit's scary.
I'm holding Adam down.
Right.
Pluck, pluck, pluck in the middle.
I mean,
Just
right.
saying.
You know, get rid of the unibrow. You know,
Mhm.
it may be cute on some people that are missing teeth, but no,
Mhm.
I'm going to go with a no. No caterpillars.
Hard
Guys,
pass.
get your shit together and fucking groom.
However, all of you in quarantine right now, this is a message, it's a PSA, and I'm talking to you.
Hold on. Let me pull you up on the big screen here. There we go.
Okay,
All right.
I'm talking to all of you at home in quarantine right now that can't see your hairstylist, and you're going a little crazy at home. Do not cut your own bangs. You will be sorry when they say that you can go back out in public.
Can we have a before and after, if you will, if what happens when you cut your own bangs?
It's gonna be like the '80s all over again. People
Here,
are gonna have bowl cuts and mullets.
I'll show our listening
It's
audience
bad.
that are viewing the YouTube videos what happens when you cut your own bangs. Yep, that happened right there.
And
See?
if you need to stop watching, did you just show it? I'm a little bit delayed,
I,
so.
I showed my haircut
Oh, nice.
when you cut your own
When
bangs.
you cut your own hair, you look like Tony. If
Yeah.
somebody slaps you when you're making a funny face, you're gonna be stuck like that.
Yep. Because
PSA
you ever tried to kiss a weed whacker? It never ends well.
does. I've never, but I imagine it does not.
It leaves a lot to be desired.
So So yeah, those are important PSAs for all of you that are quarantining at home right now. Leave the fucking hair alone. All I'm saying. And I'm not even a hairstylist. I went to school for it, but no.
Josh chimes in and says, "Are you planning on Are you following a plan for the stream, or do you just go with the flow and talk about whatever it is for the convo?" A lot of the times we have talking points, but most of the time it's just kind of a chill. We have bands and stuff come on. I mean, obviously during this time we're talking from quarantine, but yeah, you know, we'll engage with chat. We'll have conversations about stuff that we're talking about because we do generally have some talking points. But yeah, right now we're
Sorry.
just kind of going with the flow.
I just got something on YouTube from Jeff. Jeff says Jeff Dunham shaved his head. Yep. Didn't get the PSA to him in enough time. See what happens? We can save hair cuts.
Wow,
I don't
really?
know.
You're gonna point that out because your co-host is bald. Dick move, Banner.
This guy. Who's proud of themselves now?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Me.
Wow.
But anyway,
way to
that
tell
that's
jokes at
that
my
is an
expense.
important thing right now. Is yes, taking care of yourself is good, and people's hair probably needs a cut. I know mine does. It's getting kind of crazy. I am not touching it though. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but
not
see,
doing it.
you got the great hat department where if your hair looks like shit, you can cover it up.
Absolutely. That is why I have this hat on right now. So,
But
but yeah, we just kind of do what we do. Before we end the show, because we're at that point right now, I want to give a huge shout out to SolidStateRadio.net for re-airing all of our crazy podcasts from
yay!
Strange Friends Media SFM. If you guys have not gone to the Facebook pages and liked them, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and click that bell so you get the notifications, and it gives us another person that really likes us.
Yay! Yeah. Go. I mean, you guys are home. What are you doing right now? Go follow us. Go subscribe to us. Go hit that notification bell because we're constantly doing shit, trying to
Hmm.
solve technical issues. I mean, we've what? We've been live 4 times this week now with
Yeah, yeah.
trying to solve technical issues and delays. And, I hope that this is translating clearly because, well, we've wasted 4 times this week if we haven't.
Yep.
But seriously, go back, check this shit out. Put it on while you're, I don't know, doing things I hate doing, like dishes or laundry
While you're vacuuming Porky Pig style.
or not putting the kids in the microwave because they pissed you off for the infinity time.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
do that. It's not okay. Granted, yeah,
don't.
CPS is not going to show up to your house, but they might if it's severe enough. So keep the kids safe. Don't do dumb shit and wash your balls.
Oh, and with that being said, on YouTube, the unknown artist just joined in. Yo, family, just got off work. If you have not had a chance to go check out the unknown artist on Twitch, please do so. He is our family. We love him very much. He is always doing something on Twitch that is very entertaining.
Yes.
We love his page, and we also love Racer X. Giving a shout out to him.
Shout out to Racer
All of
X.
these channels you can subscribe to. You can donate some money. Do what you can to help them stay going with everything going on right now. Dustin, we thank you for being out there working and doing what you're doing right now,
Yeah.
and hope you're being safe.
Shout out to the fam. Love you, Dustin.
Mhm. So check them out. Check all the other stuff. Crazy. What else do we have going on at Strange Friends Media?
Yup, everything, because it's been insane. We had plans to drop 2 more podcasts and bring them into the Strange Friends family, but unfortunately, with how our first quarter ended and being forced into quarantine, those are postponed. So hopefully, at the end of the second quarter, we'll be able to drop these new podcasts
Hmm.
and be able to give you guys some more cool stuff that the Strange Friends Media Group is doing because we're insane people. We
We are.
love doing this stuff. We love being everywhere at once and being that annoying little monkey that's the squeaky wheel.
All right. I'm gonna give a couple more shout outs before we go, if that's cool with you
Yeah,
guys.
go ahead.
Well, with you. It's just okay. Anyway, Rainbows Over Michigan, because we are out of Michigan. If you guys get a chance to check that page out, a lot of positive, great things going on there. Asking for all kinds of support. What it is they're putting different paintings and rainbows, hearts, whatever they can in different colors of the rainbow to put on their windows to show support for the people that are working in the front line right now. So go ahead and like that over there. There's a lot of positivity, support, and stuff on there. 6 Degrees Truth Serum, my girl Candy over there hanging out in the
What,
studio
what?
right now. Go show some love to her page is also positive, and you can talk about any kind of shit that's happening in your life right now.
Serenity
Truths of
Co-op.
how you're feeling. What's up?
Serenity Co-op.
I'm getting there. I'm
All
getting
right.
there. Serenity Co-op, go check them out as well. They are also on Facebook and Virus Spirit 2020, another really cool page. I will be reading children's stories on there, along with many other people that are helping to keep the kids going right now with everything going on.
You should definitely make it a point to not be using your butt buddy while you're reading children's stories because those 2 things should not go together. Not okay, Heather.
Okay, no butt buddy. Fancy butt sprinkler. That's what it is. Not during
Yeah, we don't want
Not
an oatmeal
not all
blunderbuss.
right. Not okay. Not okay. Also, go like our friends page, The Vault in Saginaw, because once everything gets back up and running, they're going to be
Yes.
having bands coming in and playing there, and you guys are going to want to go check it out because stage and new PA stuff happening over there. So you guys are going to want to definitely check it out. Please show your support to all those on the front lines right now. Be nice. Don't be douches to them.
Yes.
Um, Also, show your love and support to the bands that are putting out music and stuff. It's just really cool. Everybody's coming together doing different things, creative stuff, helping each other out. Keep the love going. Stay positive, everybody.
Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and see you guys next week, 8 o'clock.
Remember, keep it weird, my friends.